What if the most powerful empire in history was secretly built by criminals? Not rebels, not outlaws, but pirates. Men who burned ships, stole gold, and vanished into the sea. But here's the shocking truth: they weren't hunted by the British Crown. They were hired by it. Before we dive into the main story, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell notification button for more interesting video like this. Back in the 1500s, England did something unthinkable. It legalized piracy. And one man, Francis Drake, became the face of this dangerous secret. He didn't just steal treasure, he helped shape the future of an empire. But this wasn't just strategy, it was a gamble. Because once you give thieves power, how do you ever take it back? To understand how Britain legalized piracy, you have to go back to a time when England was weak. In the 16th century, Europe was dominated by one unstoppable force: Spain. Gold flowed endlessly from the Americas into Spanish ships. Entire fleets carried silver, jewels, and unimaginable wealth. England? It was struggling. Its navy was small. Its economy was fragile. And its enemies were powerful. Then came a bold ruler, Queen Elizabeth I. She faced a brutal reality: England couldn't defeat Spain in open war. So instead, she chose something far more dangerous. She would fight in the shadows. Elizabeth introduced a system that would change history forever. Letters of marque. These were official government documents that allowed private citizens to attack enemy ships, legally. Not pirates, but privateers. They could raid Spanish ships, seize cargo, keep a share of the loot. And most importantly, they had the protection of the crown. This wasn't random crime, this was state-sponsored theft. And it worked. Among these privateers, one name rose above all others: Francis Drake. Drake wasn't just a sailor, he was ruthless, strategic, and fearless. He attacked Spanish ports, ambushed treasure ships, and returned with riches beyond imagination. In one mission alone, he captured so much gold that it reportedly doubled England's annual revenue. Let that sink in. A single pirate mission funded an entire nation. And what did Elizabeth do? Did she punish him? She knighted him. Sir Francis Drake. A pirate turned national hero. The wealth stolen from Spain didn't just disappear. It was reinvested. Into ships. Into weapons. Into expansion. This is how the British Empire began to rise. Privateering helped strengthen England's navy, weaken Spain's dominance, open global trade routes. It was a perfect system. Low risk for the crown, high reward for the country. But there was a problem. A big one. Privateers were only supposed to attack enemies during wartime. But what happens when the war ends? These men didn't suddenly become peaceful. They were trained to steal, to fight, to take whatever they wanted. And many refused to stop. They became real pirates. Uncontrolled. Unpredictable. Dangerous to everyone. Even Britain. The same system that created heroes was now creating monsters. Former privateers began attacking any ship, including British ones. Trade routes became unsafe. Allies turned hostile. The ocean became lawless. The crown had lost control. And now, Britain had to hunt down the very men it once protected. Some were captured. Some were executed. Others vanished into legend. But the damage had already been done. Here's the part history doesn't always tell you. The British Empire, one of the greatest powers in history, was partly built on legalized crime. On stolen gold. On sanctioned violence. On piracy. Not just battles and diplomacy, but calculated lawlessness. And here's the real question. If a government can turn criminals into heroes, and crime into strategy, then what else in history has been rewritten? Because this wasn't the last time power used shadows to win. And somewhere in the depths of history, there are secrets still hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered. For more videos like this, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.